All right, so we are now shooting through the R5C.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Joe Man's Land. I hope you're having an amazing day. I recently saw a post from Canon saying that they were doing a road trip all across Canada. And this is something I would love to see Nikon do, but haven't done it yet. So I thought I would take this opportunity to check out one of the Canon cameras. I've never had the opportunity to shoot with an 8K camera before. So today we're going to be talking about the R5C, which is an 8K cinema style camera by Canon. Right now we're at a beautiful park just on the outside of Calgary. And what we're going to do is generate some 4K samples using the Nikon Z6 in a flat color profile, shooting in 4K 25 frames with a 50-1.4G lens. We're going to be doing some shots here as well as some shots in golden hour. I only have one CF Express card, so I don't actually have a chance to shoot back and forth doing A and B testing between the Nikon and the R5C tomorrow. So I thought instead I'd do some golden hour shots here, and then we can do some 8K golden hour shots tomorrow with that camera. One of the awesome things about where I am right now is it's just warm enough that the water is out, which is great. So I'm gonna get some shots nice and low to the water to see what it looks like. All right, so we're done shooting in the first spot here, and the conditions were so good I actually ended up shooting with a few different focal lengths. So I shot with my 70-300, 4.5 to 5.6, as well as my 50mm 1.4. I couldn't resist. I know I'm probably not going to be shooting with that many focal lengths when I get to the Canon shoot tomorrow, but you know what? I just thought I'd take the opportunity, got my whole kit with me, and I'd be remiss if I didn't take advantage of that. Anyways, now let's fast forward to sunset. All right, just walking to the last spot. It was pretty cool to see those deer back there. Whenever you're stopping and take photos of wildlife, make sure there's no traffic around you. Luckily, I'm in a small neighborhood. No problem at all. Let's go. Alright, day two. It's pretty hazy out here downtown Calgary, so unfortunately I wouldn't say that this is going to be a very fair contest considering I'm shooting outside and the light's really bad. And yesterday the lighting was actually really good for everything that I did. Even the Pocket 2 looked incredible in D-Cinelike. It's kind of crazy. But either way, we are going to go out and give it a go.
All right, so we are now shooting through the R5C. We're shooting 8K 24 frames, and I'm actually just logging with it. So one of the things I didn't realize that this camera has is an actual flippy screen, which is definitely pretty handy. First thoughts, it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely a cinema style body, so that's different than something I've ever shot with. It's definitely a pretty cool camera. So, one of the things I like so much about this camera is actually the form factor. So if you're more of a cinema style shooter, this could be a great camera for you. I'm still a Nikon guy through and through. So they have a designated photo video switch on this camera, which is a great thing to have. I know some Canon cameras don't have that feature. I will say though that when I was trying to switch the camera on and off, it took me a little while to get used to that because it kept going to photo mode rather than off. Also, this thing is a beast when it comes to going through batteries. Started out with half a battery, marred down to 1 bar, and I think I've shot for maybe 5 minutes. So, you know, obviously shooting an 8K, it takes quite a lot to do that.
Okay, so let's wrap this one up here. Am I going to be switching to Canon? No, not at all. I still like Nikon the most. If I had my hands on the Z9, I'd probably go with that. Now, saying that, do I think the R5C is solid? Oh, definitely. I think its form factor is really good. You can get a really good grip on it, which is awesome. This 15 to 35 looked excellent, at least in camera for what I've seen so far, which is also excellent. But I think my biggest complaint would have to be the designated photo video switch. I don't love it. I kept switching it into photo mode rather than off, and I would say that if I was shooting with this as a hybrid camera, that would get pretty annoying. Also as well, the startup time, not super fast. But again, it is a cinema camera, so for most of us, we'd probably be using this in a controlled environment, studio, on a gimbal, whatever. You're not gonna be using it as a hybrid shooter, so the need to necessarily turn it on really quick might not be there. But anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember to take beautiful photos every single day. Don't do it for the views, do it for yourself. And don't worry, my fellow Nikonians, I'm sticking with my Z system. Nikon, if you're watching this, do a road show. Get a Z9 in my hands. I don't know what to tell you. I'd love to promote your guys' products, but I don't know. It's just not that much in Calgary. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Whew.